Morning, guys. Big Mike here. Day after the King. It was crazy. Quite an experience for me. I don't even know where to begin. The way the Kings work are there's 24 people in any shift. There's three shifts total. One's a qualifier for the other two shifts, and then there's two main draw shifts. The top three, the top six people out of the first round, or I'm sorry, the top eight people out of the first round go to the top shift, and then the next eight are middle, and then the next eight are the bottom of that shift. So, as I'm finishing my first pool, which essentially you play one game with each person to 21, so you play three games for a pool, and I was doing well. Had 1-2-0, had decent plus minus. So the plus minus also helps with your seating and where you ultimately end up. And it's like halfway through the third. I'm cruising with this guy through the third set. I jump up, block this guy, land, and land, and my ankle completely rolls over, and like the leg bone hits the ground. I was just like, oh, that freaking hurt. So I tried to walk it off. It really just was like kind of catching. I don't know if any of you guys have ever sprained your ankle, where it's one of those things where they're like, just walk it off. And you're like, I'm trying, but it just feels the same. So I kind of limped through the next game. We barely pulled it out, and I went 3-0 and won my pool. So I went up to the top. In the top, what I did between the little pulls, is I took a bunch of icy hot, some ibuprofen, drank a shitload of water, and I couldn't it didn't make a difference at all. And I pretty much, to summarize shortly, we get all the way to the third game in the second pool. I'm not gonna move up, most likely, as we're starting this game, because I didn't score enough points in the first two games. And all of a sudden, my partner Rahul, he goes on a rampage and starts serving just crazy aggressive. Like, it was just crazy. He's like eight aces, like six digs, and I got like one block maybe. I don't even know if I got a block. Maybe got a block. And he carried me up to the very top, the top of the shift. And I'm sitting there just kind of hobbling. I'm like, man, what an opportunity. I can still win this thing. Like, even though my ankle's all busted and I'm like barely playing right now, I could still win. So I go over to the bar, I take a shot, I down some more ibuprofen, and it hits me like I don't drink ever, like ever. And it hits me like quick. Like, my body must metabolize it instantly, because it like hit me hard, and I was like kind of like, whoa. Um, the Then what proceeds to happen? It wears off a little bit, and like all the inner chatter, worrying about my ankle, whatnot, it just kind of went silent, and my ankle stopped hurting. I started having some nice pop in it, and the muscles in my legs all loosened up. I talked to my trainer about it. He said when you take alcohol, it's a suppressant or something. It helps loosen your muscles up, and then the ibuprofen kept the inflammation down, so you have less inflammation, and your muscles are looser. And I was kind of shocked. I played some of, like, even with this ankle being all bum, I played some of my best volleyball this year, and proceeded to win. And the most unexpected part of it is the third game I played with. I played with another guy who usually blocks or split blocks most of the time, doesn't only play defense. And I told him, I'll just block for you the whole time. And he turned out to be freaking killer defender, Jeff Bungie. And dude, I was just it really taught me something. I think the big lesson here that I learned was, when you can kind of calm that inner voice and just focus on playing, and focus on watching the ball and strategizing and figuring out how to score points, and just being less mental about it. I really think you can unlock just another gear for yourself without doing any volleyball training. I think a lot of guys get in there, oh, I need to touch the ball like this. Oh, this guy's killing it for me. You know, he's tanking my game. Dude, I wasn't thinking about any of those things. I was thinking about scoring this point. What can I do? And that was it. So take that. Maybe that's a lesson you can apply in your work and you're working out. Sometimes you just gotta like shut down all the chatter in there and just focus in front of you. All right, guys. This one was a little longer, but excited. Talk to you later.